Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Mark Pyers, home-based business tax coach and wealth coach, the CEO and founder of the Academy of Financial Education, alongside of my beautiful wife and business partner, Mrs. Lavita Pyers, where we've been teaching the masses now for over 30 years, directly from the IRS. The more you know, the less you legally, ethically owe in taxes. Guys, look, I'm not going to be long-winded. I had to get this out. It is January 2024, and it is tax time. Well, some people think that it's tax time. The truth is that tax time is not January to April. Tax time is 365 days a year. I got to tell you guys a story. It never seems to amaze me. No matter how much I learn, I continue to learn more. I had a tax client send me a screenshot of his taxes, okay? Now, I'm not going to be able to get too deep into the details, but I want you guys to listen to me very closely, okay? Because it's going to be getting dark here in a moment. So I'm trying to make sure I don't trip on anything. This gentleman, taxable income last year was $85,000. Okay, that was after his standard deduction. His taxable income was $85,000. Okay, a little bit over that, but let's keep even numbers. Okay? His effective tax rate was about 11%. Last year in 2023, he earned right around $50,000 more. So his taxable income is $133,000. Okay, here we go. Last year, on his $85,000, his federal tax, it's a federal tax only, was $10,000. Okay? I'm going to repeat myself because I want you guys to get this. His $85,000 federal income tax was $10,000. The additional $49,000 he made, bringing his income around $133,000, is $20,000. Let me put this in perspective before I go to hell off. Okay? Woo! And it's not even my situation, and I'm pissed. His income taxes doubled, although his income did not double. If I wasn't holding this camera, I would probably run. His income taxes doubled from $10,000 to $20,000, although his income only increased a little over $49,000. I want you to think about that. So last year he made $85,000. Well, $85,000 was his taxable income. Okay, that's not what he made. Okay, after his standard deduction, again, let's just keep this really simple because I want you guys to not miss this. His taxable income was $85,000. His federal taxes, this is just federal. This isn't Social Security. This isn't Medicare. And I'm not sure if he stays in a state where he pays state taxes. Was $10,000. He made an additional little over $49,000. Let's call it $50,000. And now the federal income taxes is $20,000. That means that he paid the same amount of income taxes on $50,000 that he paid on $85,000. Let me pause here for a minute. Let me take a seat and ask you a question. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? We were taught to go to school, get a good education, right? To get, to get a degree so we can get what? The best paying job, a high paying job, a good paying job. And then you're successful. But they didn't tell you about this system called taxation with no representation that was going to beat you down. It's like a crab bucket, okay? The tax system is like a crab bucket. The more you try to get up out of the bucket, the taxes for employees, now watch this now, okay? For employees, drag you right back down into the bucket. Now let me say this. If this gentleman had had a home-based business and or a side hustle or some sort of activity, income activity that was not a W-2 or tied to a W-2 wage, he would have had enough tax deductions to probably eliminate that additional $10,000. Let me tell you something, okay? The tax system was put together for two people and for two reasons. It was put together for the informed and it was put together for the uninformed. Those that are not being taught the information, okay? Those that are not being taught the information. What information are you talking about, Mark? The fact that you right there, you have 100% control over how much of your money you lose in the form of federal income taxes. You have it. You right there. You have 100% control. You just don't have 100% of the knowledge. There are so many things that this gentleman could have done to eliminate that penalty. Okay? But he shouldn't have to jump through hoops and be penalized for being financially successful. Look, I believe that we all should do our part and help the government. Although I want you to understand this, okay? The government doesn't need your federal tax dollars. The federal tax was not put in to or passed by Congress because the government needed your federal tax dollars. You know how I know that? Because if that was the case, there wouldn't be anything called a tax deduction. There would be no tax credits. Everyone would simply pay a percentage of their income in taxes, and there would be no tax write-offs, okay? Number one. Number two, there would not be ways where you can earn income 100% tax-free, legally and ethically, okay? We wouldn't have Roth investment accounts where I can invest my money and it grows tax-free. I mean, the government doesn't get a dime. The tax system was put into place in 1913 to financially penalize and control people. And it was forbidden to be taught in the educational system. That's why you never learned the information. I believe that everybody should pay every dime they owe in taxes. But I also know this. The reason that I dedicated my life to sharing and teaching this information is because I learned in 1994 that we've been bamboozled. The money that's coming out of our paycheck in the form of federal taxes is not helping the government. It's hurting you. You got to get informed. You got to get informed. How the hell do you pay $10,000 on $85,000 and then you make an additional $49,000 and pay another $10,000? You pay the same amount of money that you paid on $85,000 on 50? The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. So what's my message, guys? Because it's getting dark. You got to get tax informed. Okay? You should get tax informed. Okay? You right there. You have 100% control over how much money you lose in federal taxes. You know, it's too late right now for this gentleman. I'm not an advocate for 401ks, but before I give my money to the government, I'm going to put it in that 401k, okay? I'm going to put it in that 401k because I know how to get it out tax-free, okay? I'm going to put it in an IRA because I know how to get it out tax-free, okay? I'm going to put it in some real estate, but I am not going to allow Uncle Sam to take $20,000 of my money knowing that that money isn't going to help Americans. That money is going over to countries. I'm not even going to name those countries. Okay, you guys know who they are. Okay, and it's going into the pocket of the super wealthy, while your children have to get a student loan. So the government said, look, if you do the right thing, we'll let you keep your money. I'm suggesting to you to do the right thing. So if I sound a little pissed, guys, I'm pissed about that. Okay? Get informed. Get tax informed. If you want to learn more, if you want to get tax informed, guys, I'm going to put an email down in the subject of this video. I'm also going to put my website where I have one of the most incredible educational tax courses that, you know, that a 5-year-old can understand, okay? But anybody can learn how to legally, ethically, and morally keep 100% of every dime of their money if they choose to. It's tax time every day, not just between January and April 15th. And I want to leave you guys with this one as well. If you're getting a tax refund, you should not be celebrating. You should not be celebrating because that simply means that you gave the IRS an interest-free loan. Okay? That means that you gave the IRS an interest-free loan. Get informed. Stop giving the government your money. Stop giving away interest-free loans. And start creating wealth. With that being said, guys, Mark Pyers, home-based business tax coach and wealth coach. I had to get that off my chest. I'm going to be putting out some additional content. I'm going to show you those numbers because if you don't get tax informed, financial freedom is never going to be at your doorstep. We'll see you guys on the next video.